praying, just crying out to God, like, something's got to change. Like, I need help. I don't know what it is, but our family needs help. Where our connections, and in my marriage too, the connections it wasn't great with our oldest daughter. I mean, there were multiple fights and conversations with her where my husband and I started talking to her, threatening, like, if things don't change, you might need to live somewhere else. I didn't see that there was anything that we were doing that could get control of her behavior. Like, that's where our minds went to, like, oh, well, you need to leave. It was repeated, just outbursts, meltdowns, anger, crying, like, kicking the wall, trying to, come at the rest of us with screaming and sometimes like physically. And then she would also get really angry at herself, yelling at herself and just saying really mean things to herself. And we just felt like we could never have a calm conversation with her, or like a real conversation. It was so emotional and so negative. And this had been really, really intense for probably like a year. This was like a roller coaster. I mean, there'd be like there wasn't stability on our part either. So it was like for a week we could be really calm and gentle and let her have her fit and not blow up back at her. And then there was periods where we would just get harsh and scold her and yell, take privileges away for days or weeks, give extra privileges. Maybe if she had more responsibility or more extra things, maybe that would make her in a better mood.
Wow.
There were times where I had that thought, like, I want heartfelt connection. I want her to want to do those things because she knows the importance of it, because she feels the importance of it. I felt like, well, as long as she just gets it together, there are still days that I'm like, she just needs to figure it out. It was also, this is how God designed the family to be. This is God's design for you as their mom, your role in their life. My aim now is that I get my kids with Jesus. How do I lead by example and direct them to getting with him, talking to him, going to him for everything, answering to him? That's the bar now. I was praying so hard over it the whole time, asking God for clear direction, and if this was not what I thought it was. And there was no hint of the it's too good to be true. Everything hearing and learning and doing was all lined up with, oh, this is good and it is true. And it was all back to him. It wasn't like preaching the gospel to get you in the door and then there's this like other agenda. It is more joy-filled and it's so much lighter. I do less. I spend more time on my knees and in my Bible and less like talking at my kids or micromanaging my kids. There's room for them to be them. There's room for them to grow and show me how brilliant they are and be independent. And it's so much fun to watch. And yeah, it's fun. It's not boring. It's not overwhelming when I do it his way. I think before it was like, well, that's a really great idea. And of course that's what I want. But what about all that in between? Those little tiny steps, those practical, tangible things that you can give me that will get us there. I didn't understand what that looked like. The program was designed to help me look at myself. And the tools that were given were to help safeguard that processing, or to help me practically handle my kids and me as I work through that process. The tools kind of help you like undo your death grip. Has been such a joy and such a monumental thing over the past year. Like, even though there's so much more to do, I'm just excited to keep going.